Nah, but really though, I just feel like it'd be cool if we could just like come together and like put money together, like as a creative community. If the creative community came together, put money together, and just had like our own events and stuff like that to start with and to support each other, I think that'd be cool. But the first thing that has to happen is people have to stop looking at their craft and their art and their talent as a means to pay a bill because they see a rap artist say that that's what's paying their bills. You don't know that man's track. You don't know if that man had that money for real when he made that video. He might have just been talking about his dreams and his future. But y'all live off of this TV shit so fucking heavy. Like, you have to actually grind to get stuff. You know that, right? Like, that shit don't fall off the sky for nobody. So it's like you gotta look at people like before us who have made it out of the city or out of the area. And I don't look at it like I want to make it out of Baltimore. I look at it like I'm trying to flip Baltimore. So I'm not going to look at it like I want to just leave y'all hanging or whatever, you know, because that's what a lot of people get fearful of. They're creators, but they are so busy worried about the next man's progress that they lose track of the confidence in their own craft. And it's like you have to kind of quiet the noise in the world sometimes to really realize like you're talented too. So that means that you have the capability to do what that man did. So whoever you're jealous of because they have grinded for what they have, you can grind too. If somebody was a teacher and you're mad because they chose to turn around and do something different with their life, that's their life. What you mad for? But you want to be a teacher? Go fucking be a teacher. Why are you doing stuff based on what other people do? If you don't know how to have a mind of your own, don't have kids yet. And if you do have kids, take this time while niggas ain't got bills to pay or obligations to think about who you are as a person and where you're going to be from here on and how you're going to conduct yourself and why you're going to conduct yourself that way, you know? If you want to run around and be a dick, I get it. Cool, we can do that. But the point is, why? Why are you doing that again? That's going to bring you a bag? Or, you know? And it's just like people follow trends too much. All right, just because, you know, doing some dumb shit work for somebody else or doing something that you feel like, oh, I would have did that is good for somebody else, don't mean you got to copy it. You can come up with something new. You can think of new innovative ideas. You can meditate and pray and, you know, allow yourself to receive understanding of who you are and what you actually like. What do you actually like, you know? I feel like some people do music and they don't even fucking like music. They just do it because they think that that's going to get them rich. Like, who the fuck told y'all that? Like, I really don't see that as a thing that people are realizing, like, it's a grinding thing. It's a difference, like, there's a difference in the types of work that has to be put in for each of the types of professional fields there are out here. So I don't look at any job as better or worse than the next, but what I will say is entertainment and industry seems like a grind that is constant. It's constant. Because that is a grind that kind of really goes off the basis of people and how people will view you and how people will say, vote for you or not vote for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a constant competitive type of energy that you're asking yourself, that you're allowing yourself to be involved in. And it's just like, I look at it like music didn't have to be competitive. It's just something that just happened because of the soul disconnections and the soul traumas and issues that were never healed prior to that person putting that song out. You know, some people, I know as a person who, I can't speak for no other artist and nobody who is big in the industry or none of that, but I've never posted anything on the internet of me singing songs or doing covers because I write my own music, for one, and for two, I'm waiting to see when is a good time for me to even want to get involved with music, even if it is something I should get involved in, because I judge myself. There's been times I've blamed others and pointed the finger for things, but I've apologized to people that I've hurt by my words because I don't think that you should ever judge others or blame others for something that you either accepted or allowed yourself to be a part of. At the end of the day, you make the decisions about where you are, what environment you allow yourself to be in, what people you allow yourself to join with, what things and activities you engage in. That all is at the basis of you as a person. So like what you do is what affects you, not other people as much as we think it does. And individually, it's important to have time to yourself and stillness and quiet time, simply because that helps you to be able to align with your purpose and align with what you want to do. But some people just want to be able to say they never left their homie side, or they want to be able to say they held it down, so they stay in the same spot. And it's just like, why are you doing that to yourself? You're wasting your life. Get up and go do something with your life. And people who belong in your life in the long haul, they'll show up when the time is right, or they'll come back around when it's necessary for them to be able to receive your energy. But you got to protect your energy. You got to protect your purpose. You got to protect your future. You got to protect and design a platform that is firm and stable, and that has a meaning behind it, that has a message. I feel like music delivers messages inadvertently anyway. So when you're thinking about doing music, understand that it creates a reaction from people, because people listen to that shit. And not to mention, I'm not even just talking about like, because I'm pretty sure old heads are to the point where they don't let young niggas say something that they going to actually listen to and go do. But people under us are the ones who are following us. Like how millennial young niggas like to follow the old G's and the old heads that were gangsters. But it's like, young nigga, what you want to be a gangster for? Them niggas already paved the way. It's not a lot of things out here that we need you to be a G for, other than going and getting this money to pay the bills for your family and to get a house, instead of living on a voucher for the rest of your life, because that's another man taking care of you as a man and your family. That's a stepping stone to get you to the next place when you have achieved and accomplished everything in that current position. But what you don't want to do is constantly just leave people in a muck or a ruck, you know? Like, and even, I know for me, like, I've seen people want to get out of their situation or keep it a secret that they want to get out of their situation. You can't drag another person down who actually was grinding their whole life for shit, though. Like, you know, I lost a couple dollars, but I'm gonna get that back tenfold because I put work into my years and my time. Like, you know, I worked for something and towards shit. And I also fed my brain and my spirit. So even though, like, you can be spiritually attacked even if you have been doing stuff like that, but understand that, like, that's them circles. Those people who are sending attacks and sitting in one spot, that shit gonna come right back to them over and over and over again. They stuck. That ain't your problem. You gotta keep moving. Like, I call that the part of the squiggly line that went left a little bit, but then you just get back on that bitch. Like, that's how that go. Like, anyway. I've been outside. I ain't wore a mask yet, y'all. They gonna lock me up. I was out CVS. I ain't had no mask. Bored. I'm not really bored, though. I'm about to go in the house and write, but whatever y'all doing right now, I just encourage y'all to just try to find some good energy, some good positive, self-fulfilling love. Pour into yourself. Enjoy your time with your kids. Look at them and think about what you want to see them, you know, become, all the great things that they can be based on what they're doing right now. Like, that should be your focus. And if you is a person that don't have kids and you're on the internet posting videos about trying to beef or start negativity, like, in a minute niggas gonna start ignoring you, because you're gonna be the only dummy running around mad about stupid shit, lying and saying niggas beefing. Who beefing right now? Everybody home. Like, who's really beefing right now? Shut up. Hey y'all, BreiEndia. my 90-day self-journeys retreat in 808 Tavern. I'm basically doing this short little video to complete the self-release of yesterday. Today is July 7th, 2020, but this video is for July 6th, 2020, on the day of self-release. I didn't get to do one yesterday, but ultimately my thoughts were all over the place yesterday because I had a lot of things that I was trying to do and get done, as well as making sure that I post my release videos from 2019. And that's what you have seen. They were old feelings, some new, current. Ultimately, I let them wash away. And, you know, my apologies if there's anything that offends anyone or whatever at this time. But ultimately, I really don't have time to be concerned with people's emotions and stuff like that when it comes to my posts. So if you don't like my posts, obviously you are welcome to exit. That is always an option when it comes to social media, is to keep scrolling, to ignore, unfollow, block, whatever. You know, it's all of those things. Those options are always there. So basically the videos were about like things that I want to do coming up. Not going to give any dates. I do have a timeline, but ultimately I am going to be orchestrating some things. Like, you know, there's a lot of people doing different things when it comes to the creativity side of life and essential business and entrepreneurship, all those things. So I got some things I'm preparing and planning, but ultimately a lot of rest for this summer is what I've been doing. And when it comes to self-release, all I could think about yesterday was just the business side of things, the entrepreneurial side, as well as relationships that I needed to let go of that weren't just intimate. You know, relationships are a combination of work. I had a lot of horrible ups and downs with work, the work field, the workforce. A lot of places I lost jobs of. It was hard getting my degree, you know, but I got it. But it's just like a lot of things that I've had ups and downs with, like most of us do. And I just had a lot of expressions about the personal part of it that was also a hindering factor that I didn't never really look at it that way. But, you know, I had to be honest with myself for a second about what I allowed in my life to distract me. So I love the fact that while I'm here completing my retreat, my self journeys, able to make the decisions about how I'm going to allow certain things to consume my time. So I just wanted to do a little quick brief video before I post one of my last self-release videos, and I'll have a channel up in the next few months that'll have more in-depth things about whatever it is that I'm doing. But you'll see that as well if you're interested. Thank you for supporting and keeping up with me, those of you who do. And I hope that everybody is having a safe summer and staying hydrated, staying healthy, staying focused on everything that you have that you got going on, but also still paying attention to the right things and investing your time into the right things. And that's exactly what I'm doing, and doing my best. So I wish you all the best of luck, the best blessings, and all those wonderful things. This is BreiEndia and my 90-day self-journey retreat in 808 Tavern. And God bless.